Hey everyone, welcome back to Meraki Homes. For those of you who are new here, I am Anu from Meraki Homes and we are a home interior design studio based in Hyderabad. And we have done several homes in Hyderabad so far in various builder communities and several independent houses as well. So today we'll be taking a tour of a recently done 2 BHK home in Gem Nakshatra, Kokapet. So I'll be taking you through each of the areas of the home, which has been beautifully designed and the inspiration behind this home is mostly Scandinavian, but there's a mix of, colors and prints and soft and subtle unique forms and shapes in this house. I'll be taking you through each of the areas and each of the units of the house. So let's begin. First, starting with the TV unit. It's a very special TV unit and it's very close to our heart because when we designed it, the client was really happy with it and she trusted us with it. And there were very little iterations that happened, not just with the TV unit but the entire house actually. And it turned out really well. So continuing with the TV unit, we'll talk about the different elements of this unit which makes it so special. Starting with the base units, it's done in a very subtle mint green Duco finish. And for those who don't know, Duco finish is a high quality paint finish which gives a very luxurious and a very perfect finishing touch to any element, any unit that you create with it. So here on the front shutters, what you see is Duco finish in mint green color. And the star of the show is the rattan detailing here. The center part has rattan which is sandwiched beautifully between two glass. These units are basically flap down units and since it's glass, it's very much compatible for a TV unit. Coming to the back wall of the TV, we have not done like a complete panel and we have not made it heavy. It's the plain wall and only straight, simple, vertical MDF beadings have been used on the walls. And then again the color used is the soft mint green and it makes it very simple, very clean and very minimal, yet making it a very impactful design. Moving on to the top panel of the TV, that is done with veneer and it's a thick panel that gives it a very bold yet elegant look. The veneer has this light wood shade and I love how the grains look on it. It gives a very rustic yet contemporary look to the whole elevation. And check out those beautiful legs. The legs are basically put only on one side. It's on the left side where we've created these unique, quirky and elegant legs. But these are basically spheres, spherical. And if you see, it's like, balls stacked upon each other. And these are solid wood balls, basically. Literally solid wood balls that you've stacked one upon the other, creating that beautiful look. And if you move on to the right side of the TV, you'll see a wooden panel. Now, the fun fact here with the wooden panel is that it's done in veneer and it has got those vertical slats which act as the side panel of the puja unit also of this house. I'm going to talk about the details of the puja unit further in this video. But for now, the panel of the TV acts as the back and side of a puja unit. So that's an interesting fact about it. So this is the whole look of the TV unit and it doesn't have a heavy panel. It's a very clean, simple, minimal design. So let me know how do you like it. Now we will explore this wall that is right next to the entrance of the home. Now this wall had two MCB panels, one at the top and another at the bottom. So the challenge here was that we did not want to do complete paneling of the wall and yet we had to cover those MCB panels which were acting like an eyesore. So it has been designed very cleverly. There are two panels used on the same wall, which are two arches basically, one facing downward and one upward. And one of the arches right next to the door is done again in the light teak wood veneer. And it has got those beautiful vertical and carved grooves that gives it a really nice texture as well as a pattern with those grains of veneer. And it is not just a panel, but it is accessible. It acts as a door, so you can anytime open it and access the MCB panel. Similarly, the top panel is a little bigger arch and that has a nice black border. And that's again not just a panel, but a door which is accessible. And the blue thing that you're seeing is basically like the focal point of the space. So that is a wallpaper, which is done in a tie-dye print, blue and white combination. So that is like a bold statement that is created in that entire hall space. And to make it a cohesive design and to balance the whole element of the wall, we've used two black strips on the left side. That creates like a balance, and running from top to bottom, it gives a sense of height to the whole space, because the hall and the house is a little compact. So that's why these kind of elements have been used here to give it that spacious and grand look. So this wall is like a perfect example of how you can, merge functionality along with creativity without overdoing anything, and yet creating something which is very simple, very sleek, and yet acts like a bold statement in your house. Now let's talk about the crockery unit. The crockery unit again is not a traditional crockery unit like these days mostly we see in the houses. It's a very uniquely shaped crockery unit, but very functional, fully functional, and yet it acts as a statement piece of the house. So we'll start with the base unit. The base unit has this beautiful curved shape at the bottom, and the unit has 3 layers to it. It is designed in a very beautiful way, and a combination of materials have been used, and still it's not that overwhelming. So if you see, the unit is done in white duco finish, and then it has got those half round design details which are done in 3 layers. One bottom layer is in laminate, which is again matching to that light teak wood veneer, and then there are 2 layers of duco, again the half round design details which are in white color. Moving up to the wall cabinets, the top units, there are 2 arched cabinets done. Both are independent and both are of different sizes. So that's a nice combination, and it gives a very unique, dramatic look to the whole unit, even though it's very subtle. And the shutters of those units are done in fluted glass, which actually, is acting as a display unit and still protecting the crockeries as well. In the internals, we have used the same veneer, and we have highlighted it with subtle warm lighting also, so that when you display something, it gives that nice look. And if we see the back of this crockery unit, between the base and the wall units, if you see the dado part of it, that is done in a very beautiful tile. Basically, it's a kitchen tile which is in matte finish, and it has got like really subtle, very little grains kind of a thing. And we've created a unique shape on the dado area rather than going, with the plain dado area. We have created again spherical shape design on the wall with the tile. The same tile has been used on the countertop as well. And yes, our favorite is the knobs used in this unit and the legs. They are just adorable. They are again, spherical, done with pine wood to be precise. The same pine wood was used in TV unit also. Solid pine wood has been used, and we've used the same knobs on the wall unit as well as the base unit. And the legs are again complementing. They are again, wooden balls that have been used as legs of the base unit. So do let me know how you like this crockery unit, and do leave your comments in the comment section. Now we'll go through the puja unit of this home. This puja unit is a perfect example of how to work with space constraints in these modern apartments that are coming up. So the builder had not allocated a specific space for the puja unit, so the challenge was where to create it. And the best part is that we beautifully created it on one of the wall ka sides. Basically, the wall that is dividing the kitchen and the drawing area, we've placed the puja unit on the side of the wall. And just like I explained in the TV unit video, the interesting fact is that the puja unit's back acts as the TV unit's side panel, which you have just seen in our TV unit video. It's again done in light teak wood veneer with vertical slats, and the side of the puja and half of the back of the puja acts as the TV's side panel. And if you see the whole unit, it is very much functional, of a very good size, again utilizing the space in a way where it gives a depth and a height to the whole space. The puja unit is full height from the floor till the ceiling, and yet it is not occupying much of a space. If we talk about the internals of the puja, it has got ample storage. There are 2 drawers, 1 pull-out tray which can be used while performing your prayers or meditating. And the top panel has this beautiful wallpaper where you can think of colors like pink, green, and a hint of gold also. And it's a combination of lotus flowers and leaves. It gives that beautiful spiritual vibe altogether. And then the focal point of this puja unit is that hanging light on top. The shape is arched in veneer, so it gives that spiritual mandir vibe. And then the hanging light adds, it's like the cherry on top of the cake. It adds like a highlight of the unit, and it is visible even when the door is closed, because that arch shape of the puja and the size of the door, we've kept it different. So it's a very interesting design. And the internals has those hues of light pink, green and white in terms of storage. On the wallpaper, again, we have given small ledges on both sides to place beautiful idols on both sides. And coming to the door of the puja unit, that is again done in duco finish, and it has that nice lavender pink kind of a color that has been used here. And it has got circular groove designs which perfectly fit with those half round handles of brass. The handles also are my favorite here. So the puja unit is not just a puja unit, it serves the purpose, it looks beautiful, and it's vastu compliant as well. Perfect direction, perfect storage, perfect size, perfect look. Now let's dive into the design of this vanity unit. This vanity unit is created in a niche that was already there in this apartment. Inside that niche, the top part of it, we have not done a paneling, but there's a simple design done using veneer and again those spheres of solid wood. A very simple and unique design that has been done, which it's a very small detail, but it is very impactful if you look at the elevation. The base storage is like a free floating horizontal storage. Those are huge drawers actually, which can accommodate a lot of stuff, keeping the area clutter free. If you see the back of the vanity unit, we have used black and white patterned tiles. Those are Moroccan kind of tiles in black and white combination, and it gives that really nice vibe to the whole thing. Then there is a ledge used on top of the wall where we can place decorative items and some useful stuff. The white countertop and the white wash basin again makes it look very clean and fresh. We have used a huge mirror, again very asymmetrically placed on the right hand side with a black frame that complements with the black and white tiles behind. So the overall look, that's it about the vanity. The overall look is very stylish yet very impactful and beautifully created. Now we'll go through this modern kitchen that is designed in a very unique way. So generally when we talk with our clients and we talk about the kitchen design, 9 out of 10 clients would say that we would want to go, with neutral shades in the kitchen, like off-whites, beige, brown, or max, they would want to explore till the wooden finish. So generally people get a little restricted with the color of the kitchen, and so that they don't make it very loud, because kitchen is the most used space of the home. But here we have done completely opposite, because the client had trusted us completely and she was very flexible with the designs and our suggestions. So here we have explored a bit in terms of the color and finish of the kitchen. It's a very unique deep greenish blue kind of color that we've used in the base cabinetry, and it has got that wooden texture to it. It's from Royal Touch, the laminate. And the brass handles that we've put on it are half round, and they kind of elevate the design and the look of the whole thing, creating a perfect contrast. Moving up to the wall cabinets, it's in oak wood finish, and again the similar textured laminate has been used. And the cabinets on the either side of the chimney is done in glass. So it's a perfect blend of that rustic and luxurious feel to it. These glass cabinets have those metal profiles, so that gives a touch of luxury to it. And then we've used lighting inside, so that again elevates the whole ambience of the kitchen. Talking about the countertop and the dado again, here also we explored and we went for something unique. Mostly people would go for Moroccan tiles, plain basic tiles, and quartz. Quartz is quite in these days. So the marble, satuario finish, all these are something that people think is, you can't go wrong about it. These are classic finishes, and that's why people play safe in the kitchen. But here again, we've gone for a tile that is beige in color, very slight grains, and it's not at all glossy, very matte and soft feel to it, and we've used the same tile on the counter as well as on the dado, so that gives a very sleek and soothing kind of look to the kitchen, and also makes it very airy and balanced altogether. So this kitchen is basically a perfect example of how you can play out of the box while designing your space. You don't have to be restricted in terms of colors and finishes. You can explore and use unique colors and finishes, and you can create a masterpiece out of it in any space, and that too without spending much. If you see, it's just a simple laminate kitchen. The budget wise also it's quite economical, nothing high end as such, but still it gives that unique and nice look which you would not find generally anywhere. Now we will talk about the most favorite room of our clients in this home, the master bedroom. This master bedroom, I can say, is a very green, serene kind of a room that we have created. And the showstopper here is the wardrobe. Reason being, the wall that just as you enter in the room, the main wall, the headboard wall, had 2 windows on it. So there was nothing much that can be done on that, because of course the window needs to be open to have that natural light in the room. So here we have used again very bright green curtains on the windows, and that too we have went with these curtains on rods. So generally these days, to get that a luxurious look and seamless look, mostly people prefer when they are installing any curtains, not just on the walls but any window, French door curtains, when we are putting, people prefer pelmets, and people prefer that the top part of the curtain be covered and concealed to give that high end look. But I like to point out here that you can create a very nice look and a very simple and a very homely kind of a look even while using curtain rods. With curtain rods also you can elevate the look, and it gives a good classy look is what I mean to say. We don't have to spend so much on pelmets and to cover the entire thing. We have to just play with it in a creative way to create a unique style with curtains. So that was about the curtains that was coming on the headboard. So here, since we had a little restraint on the wall thing, so we have worked a lot on the wardrobe. That's the eye-catching unit of this room. And the wardrobe is very functional. It is a functional as well as a very unique aesthetic looking wardrobe. Here again, very beautifully, we have used a very uncommon kind of a wallpaper where it's a print of a beautiful bougainvillea in a Mughal vibe. I would like to state that, as I said earlier, the client was very accommodating and we hardly made any iterations in this project. The first cut renders were closed, but this was the part where they were a little uncertain. They thought whether it would look very bright, the pink colors would make it look very girly or feminine. So they wanted to go a little subtle about it. So we explored a lot with the wallpaper thing. I gave them several options to choose from. But at the end, she trusted us again and we went ahead with the first cut design, which was this Mughal kind of a styled bougainvillea wallpaper that is beautifully placed in the white Decor shutters. And if I talk about functionality, the bottom of this wardrobe is done in a black wooden laminate. Again here, we have not extended the budget too much. Just the top part can be done in Decor and the bottom part is done in laminate, and yet a very beautiful contrast has been created. So it's not always about spending too much. It's also about exploring with combination of materials. And if you see, the bottom drawers are very spacious and very functional. Like you can store your quilts, bed sheets, etc. Bigger items, smaller items, everything can be accommodated in that to keep the whole room clutter-free and spacious. And moving on to the right side of the wardrobe, again the last part of the wardrobe, the 2 shutters, again it acts as a double purpose. It serves dual purpose. One, that it's a wardrobe, and secondly it is a dressing mirror also. So the entire shutter, we have used huge mirrors so that you get that nice full length view, and it also elevates the room's size and space because it is going till the full height. Again, height wise and front wise, it gives a spacious feel to the room. And even the last bit of the wardrobe, if you move on to the rightmost side, we had a small beam on the corner. So we again utilized the bottom part of the beam. So below the beam comes a pull-out unit. So in this pull-out unit, we can use our daily clothes. We can hang our daily clothes. It has those hooks, so that again, you have a mess-free room and you don't throw away your stuff here and there. So we have that hook provision in that pull-out unit. So this is how the masterpiece of this room has been created. The wardrobe in white, black, and those bright Mughal feeling wallpaper of Bougainville, and that combined with the nice green curtain and the beige wall, again with some green artwork, it has a very lively feel to it, and it is very calming, very cozy, and it has a very happy vibe altogether. So the client was really happy about how it turned out, and we of course are proud to say that it came out really well. So yeah, that's about this master bedroom for now. Moving on to the second bedroom of this home, it's the kids' bedroom, and we have a sweet little baby boy. This room is for him, and here it's a very small, compact room, but we've done something on all of the walls, all four walls of this room. Not four, basically three walls of the room. So the bed here that we have used is an existing wooden bed. So the idea was to gel the design with it, and that's why we have done most of the work in the shades of browns and beige here. The wardrobe is done in, again, light wood veneer, and we didn't want to do it like very kiddish, so that it needs to be changed once the kid grows up. So it is a little generic yet very interesting for the child. So the wardrobe is done in veneer, and the bottom part of the wardrobe has a fabric here. Instead of wallpaper or rattan, we have explored again and put a fabric on the bottom shutters in the veneer wardrobe. The fabric again is sandwiched between two layers of glass. And since we had a space constraint here, we have given a mirror inside one of the shutters in this wardrobe. And not just one shutter, but two shutters on the right hand side, the top and the bottom, to get that full length view. When we move on to the next wall adjacent to the wardrobe, there we have done a beautiful beige panel on the bottom, and on top we have this wallpaper where we have a beautiful horse caricature done. That's digitally customized and printed especially for this room, and the base color complements with the panel that is done below. The panel is in MDF, and we have used simple royal emulsion paint on it, nothing very expensive. Moving on to the right hand side of this wall, we had a small space for a study unit that we wanted to accommodate here. So it's a very sleek and small study unit that is done with just one drawer at the bottom. And the wall cabinets, again, we have done in the same combination just as the wardrobe to complement it. And yet it's a small one, but it has got ample storage with an open unit and a glass unit with the same fabric. Moving on to the headboard wall of this room, we have not done much because the bed was wooden, and we didn't want to overdo and make the room feel congested. So on the headboard wall, we have just played with little straight and lines of wooden beading, and then we have placed an artwork in between, which is again similar kind of digital art of a horse's face, and it is very different than the kids' rooms that generally we design. But it has again come out really well with those warm, earthy feel and very cozy and warm vibe to it. So this was about this entire 2 BHK home. So as you must have seen, it's a small, compact 2 BHK apartment, but we've done a lot here and it has come out really well. So do let us know which part was your favorite, what you liked, what you did not like, and do give us your thoughts and your feedback in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video and click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss our regular updates. Because if you're looking to elevate your space, or you're interested in these kind of content in terms of designing, interior design, you're in the right place. Till then, see you next time. Happy designing.